Okay, let's talk about it. I'm Pamela Scott, your AZ Reload Plug, Arizona real estate agent, apartment locator, and owner of your AZ Reload Plug. So, here is what it looks like in the day in the life of a real estate agent, apartment locator, as well as a relocation specialist. So, I am the owner of your AZ Reload Plug, as well as I work under a brokerage, Prestige Realty, here in the state of Arizona. So, if you are planning a relocation, I am your number one contact, your number one resource that you would want to connect with, okay? Arizona was my dream state, so that is why I came here, okay? And I love most things about it until we get to the, consecutive days of 120 plus. But I feel like, I can tolerate the heat. But definitely the cold climates, my body, my muscles can no longer do. Now, I want to talk about a few things I wrote down of what you would need if you are looking to become a real estate agent or if you are wanting to work with a real estate agent. Okay. I think I'm going to add one to the list really fast here. Uh, let's see. All right, the first one I would say is communication. You want an agent that will communicate with you regarding your needs. You may not know fully what you want until you start looking. And that's, once you start looking for your home, a lot of people come here to retire. A lot of people come to Arizona to just fresh opportunity, just to start over, fresh start. There's nothing like a new beginning. That reset, I know, was great for me. Um, Different people, people have different ways of communicating. Some people will tell you in the beginning, "Hey, I work during the day. I can only text and email." You want to make sure that you're making note and honoring the communication methods that people dictate to you. Okay. Some people will text you, call you, all the things, all hours of the night. So if you are a client that is not considering the time zones, I know we don't change the time zone here, so we don't honor the daylight savings time, and I know some of the other most states do. Okay, so communication, but you definitely want an agent that is going to communicate with you nevertheless, okay? Keep you in the loop about what's going on. If you're in the loan process, if you're looking to start the loan process, if you're looking to rent, you want to make sure that you're being honest and upfront with your agent, because if you have some things that are going to possibly come up, you want to communicate those things to your agent, okay? Because your agent is going to abide by, or supposed to abide by, the code of ethics, and that is something that we took an oath on, okay? And we're held and bound by that, by our license. Um, the next thing, you want somebody that is patient, okay? And the reason why I say patient is because some people, it takes a year. I have a friend, she's an agent. She literally just said that she had someone looking for a year and a half, and she showed them like almost 80 houses. So we're talking being patient. I have a couple of people I'm working with now, and we've been going through lots of showings. Nothing has seemed to have worked out or has been to their liking. So being patient is a must. And also, obviously, the traffic and all the things like that can frustrate you, but, you know, patience is a virtue for sure. Um, the next one I would say is, understanding. That kind of goes hand in hand with patience, because each situation that you're in is going to warrant that you have understanding. Okay, so I have people saying, "Hey, I'm going to come out there. I have my job offer letter and I'm waiting for this, that, or that, you know. So understanding that they're going to do what they said that they're going to do, but I just need to go back in the number one and communicate and follow up, okay? And everybody has something that's going to be different. There's no two scenarios that's going to be alike when you start working with clients. That's why it makes the day fly, and obviously it is just creates variety, and we all need variety. They say that's the spice of life, right? Okay. And then I would say definitely integrity. People are trusting you with their life. People are trusting you with private information that sometimes that they wouldn't share unless they were serious. Okay. So you're gonna know what they're making. Obviously, you're trying to get them something they can afford. Um, Definitely, you want to make sure that they're working with the right lender. If it's a home sale, you know, and then obviously sales. Okay, the sales is that piece is so huge when it comes to the realtor life, because sometimes you have to resell something that you know they for instance, say by the time the deal gets to underwriting, now whatever's changed with their personal financial profile, then now they're not going to qualify for 600,000. They're now going to qualify for 425 or 450. So the home that they thought they were possibly going to get, so we now have to resell them. And we as an agent, we're their best advocates, so we tell them that, hey, this is what we can do for you. There's these are the homes that in the areas that you were looking for, and they're great. They may not be just what you wanted over here yet, but you could always possibly put some renovations into the home, put some money into it, possibly sell it, use it as an investment property, and then be able to get income on it and go on to the next thing. So that's why sales is necessary in every industry, I feel. So I just feel like I'm constantly selling. I'm constantly selling. And I did not know that you would constantly be sold to, and you have to sell. Okay. So sales is huge. How many of y'all are great at sales? I don't believe that we're naturally born salespeople. I do believe that could be taught. I know I have some family members that are naturally persuasive, and they could literally talk you out of anything, and it's just too bad that they didn't use that to to achieve great things in life. But that's a skill, and I feel like if it's taught, but the person has to retain it as well. So maybe part of it is innate, So what are your thoughts about the whole sales piece? Are you born with it, or can you be taught it? Okay. So excuse my nasally. I'm getting over this whole allergy thing. Had a little ear infection and stuff. I've been battling some things, but your girl is coming back strong. Okay. So if you are planning a move to Arizona, I would definitely say reach out to me. I'm your AZ Reload Plug. I do have an Instagram page, not so much active on there, but you can reach out to me, yourazreloadplug.com. You can direct message me, info@yourazreloadplug.com, as well as message me through my website. 888-765-RELOAD is my number where I can be reached. I'm going to come on here and try to see what I can do to make more connections in the world. I know I put a YouTube up and I got a lead from that. I had somebody tell me, hey, I'm moving out there next month. So I have gotten a few leads off YouTube, but I'm not really consistent, and I'm trying to grow my YouTube. And the only way, we can grow, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. But definitely I want to bring some value, because I know Many people are scrolling. We're literally scrolling. I know I about had a fit when they said, "Oh, TikTok was gone," and all of that. But I'm not really sure. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not back in the App Store, so I'm not really gonna panic about it right now. Although I do get some leads off TikTok as well. But I'm going to try to be more present on YouTube. Okay. Um, if you are looking to come out here, just expect the unexpected when it comes to weather, okay? So, like for instance, today I went out to the park with my husband, and by the time we got done with our walk, it had cooled down so much to where I felt like I needed like a jacket or a scarf. So, if you head out, make sure that you always take a sweater or something like that with you, because the temperatures will change at night as it moves into the evening, and it's probably like that everywhere, but it's definitely like that here. Okay, so um, duh, duh, duh. Oh, anybody have any questions? Put your comments below. Anything about Arizona? I know people. I have a friend. She just left Sedona for a retreat, and it's so gorgeous out there. But I just say overall, if you could be in the sun, water, ideally I would love to a place where I have water, because I love water, water, water. And I mean like love it, okay? So like an indoor pool type of thing, where I can access it year round. So not just outside, but I want it inside. So if you ever been to, I think it was Sybaris in Indiana, no, Chicago. I think they have them both there. So yeah, I got a chance to go there, and it was so beautiful because it's got the water, the steam room, the hot tub, the sauna, the jets, and the pool. It's got literally got everything. The waterfalls all in your hotel room. So you just drive up and you can get immersed with all the things. So you literally could walk around in your birthday suit, and it's just you and whoever you have with you doing all the things: the sauna, the steam room, the waterfall, the pool, and the drinking and everything else. Just you. But anyway, I digress. So I want to look back at my I made some little notes here, because I felt like, sometimes like people just get on here and they don't know what to say, and they just talk about everything like I'm doing now. So I did make notes, but yeah, definitely communication, and then having a system in place, okay? Because I know, like, sometimes if I'm in the middle of shopping or something like that, somebody may tell me, I know my husband will say, "You're always on your phone. You got your phone with you," which as an entrepreneur, you're going to have your phone with you. You're going to have something, your iPad, your tablet. You're going to have, you know, means to communicate with people because you're constantly being messaged. And of course, I do have a lot of time just for family and friends, events and gatherings that don't entail me going all out and around. But, you know, I do make sure that I can enjoy my family as well. But yeah, so I responded to a message really quickly, and I put the person on my calendar. So in the middle of me shopping and doing all the things or whatever out to eat, I'll just put a quick, and I'll drop them in my calendar, and then I'll end up saving them in my system. And then I will follow up with them when when I say I will, because people count on your honesty, because this world, everything's moving so fast. The pace is just so rapid. If they don't get a response from you, they're going to go to the next one. And it's just the reality. I see people post in the groups, "Oh, I'm looking for somebody to do my hair, do my nails," or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, if people don't respond, if you don't post, if you're not really aggressive and assertive, putting yourself out there, you put on there, maybe I do this, I do that, your contact information, your e-card or something like that. And then you also will follow up with a message, because they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? So, but most definitely, I would say if you're planning your relocation, I definitely would tell you to move forward. Now, be realistic, be practical, because people are coming here and they're telling me, I want to buy, I want to rent, I want to do this, that, or that, and everything isn't lining up. Let's have a conversation first. Reach out to me, 888-765-RELOAD. Definitely, most definitely reach out to me. Call me, and let's have a conversation, because I can answer a lot of your questions and save you some time. So a lot of people are moving to a new place because they're trying to escape something. They're running from something, getting away from something, a situation. And I get it, but just when people are renting, and, if you have the evictions and all of that, it's going to be harder for you to find exactly possibly, what you want. Maybe you have to go to somewhere, a little bit not what you're used to before you can get back to, the level or even higher. So I would say be realistic, be practical, because Arizona, as they say, is a landlord friendly state, I would say. So people, are getting evicted. I know we had almost 90,000 evictions last year. So they said that was a record for the state. So for people renting. So obviously, I have people that want to break their lease and buy, but yes, you can always break your lease to buy, because you could possibly use some of your closing costs or the money you've saved up to cover, the remainder of your lease, so you could buy. But there's no need to try to just avoid a situation, because believe it or not, just because you're in a new state, things are verified, okay? They do check with the property. If you're going to be renting another house, if you're going to be renting, you want a luxury apartment, but you owe another place over here back in Chicago $8,000, I would implore you to try to work on paying that off before you get out here. Arizona is a little bit different. People just don't think sometimes, and unfortunately, I see them pay the price for it every day. So I would strongly recommend that you would look at your situation, be realistic, be practical, and try to clean up some things before you move states. It's not always that easy, and I don't know, with the new president, everything tightening up, I feel like we all want to try to make sure that we get our ducks in a row, when it comes to that kind of thing. Um, Now, right now, I haven't heard, but were first-time home buyer grants still available. So if you're looking to buy, I can connect you with a lender, and you'll possibly qualify. Possibly, hopefully you can. I think if you haven't owned in 3 years, that you should be able. You haven't closed in 3 years on a house, then you should be able to sign up as the first-time home buyer. So I would say explore that option as well. Now, so many people come here and they want to be out of the city. They don't want to be in Phoenix. They want to be in the suburbs with less traffic. And what I say to that is great. But however, with the growth of Arizona, we are getting busier and busier, and traffic is even piling up everywhere I go, even in the rural areas. So just be prepared for that. So I don't know if you're going to have a car. If you're going to be driving out here, you're going to do the Uber, the ride shares, and all of that. I'm not sure, but either way, be prepared to spend. Now, when you're going from one end of town to the next, like say from north to south, east to west, or north to east, yeah, I would say, give yourself 40, 45, 50 minutes if you're driving, because that is kind of the timeline of what it's going to be, going from each city, so each part of town. So say if you're looking to go North Phoenix and you want to go to Tempe, which is near the airport, closer to the airport, Phoenix Sky Harbor. So you're probably going to be looking at maybe 30, 35 minutes, depending on how you drive and traffic, of course, obviously. So just if you're from one of those small towns and used to like getting everywhere between like 5, 10 minutes. I know I grew up in Arkansas. That was my first place. And everything was literally 10, 15 minutes, nothing further out than that. So I do miss those little short drives to get to everything, 5, 10 minutes. I miss those. Um, Definitely saves on gas, but also less traffic time. So, we're sitting in our cars. I feel like we get hungrier in our cars sitting because going from place to place, we're looking at the Starbucks, we're looking at all the places and all the things, and it just causes more temptation, and obviously it makes us spend more because we're in our cars, and it's just something about sitting in the traffic and looking at it gets into your psyche, seeing all of the stores that you like to frequent. And believe it or not, they've done it to us. They have all of them on every corner. Now, I don't know why that is, but they literally have them just about every corner. And they also have like gyms in every like shopping center. So, but yet and still in there with the gym, it's like surrounded by like Wendy's, McDonald's, and Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, and all of the restaurants are like right there by the gym. So when you come out of the gym and when you go into the gym, you're already like thinking like, okay, I'm gonna resist temptation. So I don't know who else has that problem when they go to the gym. So, but anyway, I just want to hop on here and thank you so much for tuning in. Got to know a little bit more about me. I'm your AZ Reload Plug. I cannot wait to hear from you if you're planning your relocation to Arizona. Be blessed. Thanks so much for tuning in to me. I'll see you in the next one.